Hi Libra, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So today, Libra, for your meditative session, you guys got Canary Spirit, sing your own song, number 12, making a 3. I think that this is for someone who has trouble speaking about like what they want and what they need. I think there's like, I don't know if like this is someone you're with already or someone that you want to be with, but there's some, like you have to be like authentic to yourself, and in order to get like this relationship, like you cannot like be getting what you want by not being yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like you're gonna get what whoever you're faking to be wants and not what you actually want. Like the way to get what you want in a situation is to be yourself and to say like what it is you need and like what it is you want and like how you really feel, right? It's like you can't get what you want by pretending to be somebody else or pretending to do what like you're like, maybe you just want to please this other person and you're not like thinking about yourself. Again, it's like, I don't feel like that's really what it is. I think it's more of just being authentic to yourself and speaking that truth. But for those of you who are like trying to please, right? And it's like, oh, I please by like not speaking. That's definitely not the way to get what you want, right? And it's also putting someone else before you. So I feel like there's definitely like the need to speak, right? It's the need to say what you need from this like person and being like authentic. And it's really scary, I think, because it's like, either this person's going to understand or they're not, right? And or they're going to feel the same or they're not. And it's a hard thing to try to swallow, like, you know, the fact that they might not. But at the end of the day, like, that's what it means to be authentic, right? And that's what it means to, when the divine will take someone out of your life. Like, you spoke and they were not reciprocal, so that's why they're gone. Do you know what I'm saying? That's why you can't be with them anymore. So again, it's like a scary energy, I think, for everybody here, because it's like, they don't like this person, you don't know how they're going to react. So that's the scary part. But I think it's really important for you to be yourself and speak and like communicate what you need. So yeah, Libra, that's what I'm getting for a meditative session. Let's pull some cards and see what we get. So Libra, I feel like the divine is really guiding you to do something at this time. And I think this is what it was, right, from the meditative session. And I think it's a really important thing because at the end of this reading, we have 3, and we have 3. And the 3 to me is like them being with you, them being beside you, them, you know, they want you to do this, right? Like they want you, I feel like this is something you know, like you know that this is something you have to do, but it's like maybe put it off or maybe you're like scared. Again, like there's a lot of energies of like, it's a lot of, it's hard energy. Like it's not an easy task, but that's kind of the vibe here. It's like they're with you through this no matter what happens. If you're gonna be like let go, if you're gonna end up working with this person, right? And it's like whatever happens, it's funny because it's like whatever happens, I don't think it matters because it's like whatever happens was meant to happen, because this is going to, no matter what happens, right? No matter what you say to this person and whatever they respond to you, it doesn't matter because this is how you get your 10 of Cups. Like this decision that you make, it's like, I don't know if they're gonna say reject you or be like, yeah, I wanna work with you, right? Because like, that's kind of here, like the vibe, right? With the 3 of Cups, it's like, it could be like someone trying to like work with you, right? Like they both could be seen as someone trying to like work with you. Like this is celebration and this is like working together. But for me, I'm seeing it today, like this is someone who like will probably either set you free or be like, yeah, okay, like I want to like go ahead and like work with you, right? So it's like, it really depends on like the energy that it really depends on the energy that you're in at this time. So yeah, like dependent on what they decide to say to you and like what they decide to tell you is really what this is about. It's like, it doesn't matter what they decide to say, because at the end of the day, this is like you knowing that this is what you have to do, right? Irregardless of what they say, you're too already evolved and like conscious to not do this, right? Like to not say this, right? Like you're already at a point where you know like who you are and like what you need, right? And again, there's something here about your authenticity. Like you've already put in so much work, so for you to be inauthentic at this point, it's kind of like doing yourself a disservice at the end of the day, right? And it's like, I really feel like it's funny because it's like, it doesn't matter what you decide to do, like what they decide to do. It does not matter what they decide to do. You're going to reach your 10 of Cups. You have the 10 of Cups here twice and Ace of Wands. So I'm not necessarily even saying that this is like them saying yes or this is them saying no. I'm saying it doesn't really matter what they decide, because you're going to get your 10 of Cups. Like just by you speaking about what you want, you're going to get your 10 of Cups. Does that mean this person might leave you? Yes. Does that mean that this 10 of Cups is with this person? Maybe, yes. Again, it's like different for each and every one of you. Again, Spirit does things in such weird ways that we never really understand like until like after the fact. So again, I don't know. I just do know that you're going to reach your 10 of Cups, and it is by being authentic to yourself, right? With the Sage and the 10 of Cups again and the 2 of Wands, it's like, once you make this decision, right? Like the decision to speak, the decision to be authentic to yourself, right? Because I feel like they have been working with you in this manifestation, and you're like doing a disservice to yourself by like pretending not to see or pretending not to hear or not speaking. Do you see how this person's mouth is like covered? You're not meant to be in this energy. You're not meant to be the person who like pretends not to see. And you're not meant to be this type of person who doesn't know. Like you know all these things and you see all these things. So it's not like your energy is not like you're again, like that's not who you are. So it's like be who you are and say what it is that you want, right? Like I feel like with this Magician, it's kind of like, this is what you want to manifest, this is what you want for your life. It doesn't even have to be that serious. It's just what you want, right? Like this is like kind of like the fairy godmother being like, I'm going to give you whatever you want. And again, you want the 10 of Cups. You want this 10 of Cups. Like it's in the reading twice. So it's like, by you pretending not to want that with this person, or by you kind of being like idle and not doing anything, it doesn't do you any service. It doesn't. Again, it's like the 9 of Swords in reverse. It's like this person, instead of feeling good about yourself, you're feeling like shit because like you're not expressing yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not feeling good because you're not making that decision. Again, you're not, and you're doing an injustice to yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? By like remaining quiet. And that's what I'm getting with the first 2 cards. It's like you're doing your own disservice. You're doing an injustice to yourself by not putting the energy forth that you know that you're supposed to do. And I feel like you're a very abundant person. You're very like a knowledgeable person. You know like exactly what they want you to do. You know, you've been manifesting, like you've been trying, right? And they're here to grant you like whatever it is that you want on this earth. And I feel like you really want this 10 of Cups. Right? So it's like, it doesn't matter what this person says. If this person decides like, I don't want to be with this person anymore, like, no, it's not like, then doesn't matter. You're still going to get your 10 of Cups. If this person says, yes, I would like to like continue working with you, like, yeah, I would like that too, then like, again, then this 10 of Cups might be with that person. But it really doesn't matter, because you're going to be headed towards your 10 of Cups no matter what. And that's what I think you need to understand. It's like, don't be afraid to lose something that's not meant to be in your life. Do you know what I'm saying? If this is meant to teach you something, because I feel like it is. It's like with this 4 of Wands, I feel like it's like you're not speaking. Like you're pretending to not see, you're pretending to not hear, you're pretending to like you're not using all your senses. You know what I'm saying? Like in this relationship, do you see how this person's like cloaked and covered and then this person's naked? It's like you're not being like true to yourself, right? And that's the biggest thing, the service you can do. And again, I feel like a lot of you guys fear that this is like your 10 of Cups. And I'm telling you, like, if it's not your 10 of Cups, you're still going to get your 10 of Cups. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person might not be a part of that 10 of Cups, but like, that doesn't mean you're not going to get it. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is like not me saying it, it's the divine, right? With the 7. It's like, I feel like this is them telling you that like this is what you need to do in order to get to it. And it has to do with being authentic and speaking your truth. Whenever you decide that that is it, like you're ready to do it, like it's definitely what you're supposed to be doing. Right? And you do have the, again, it's going to be a brand new beginning for you. Like this 10 of Cups, this Ace of Wands, this is for you. Like you've been manifesting it and they've been manifesting it for you. So like what's keeping you from this is, I feel like, your silence. I feel like, yeah, I think your silence is not like needed at this point. What's needed is you to like, you see how the canary has like a lot of notes coming out of its mouth? It's meant for you to sing. Like this is part of your like your destiny. This is what you're meant to be doing. So yeah, Libra. I really love this reading. Let's pull some advice for you guys. So yeah, Libra, you guys got Parvati, the goddess of devotion. I am a love that doesn't leave. When I commit to love, my soul evolves. I think that this is very like, I think that it's talking about when they say devotion, right? The goddess of devotion. I think like it's kind of the devotion to yourself, right? It's kind of the devotion that you have for what it is that you want in this life, and like your need to be authentic and your need to be yourself. And she talks a lot about peace, right? And doing things in a way that, instead of like doing things in a hard, or like I think the situation is hard, right? The situation is hard because I feel like maybe the reason that you're afraid to speak has a lot to do with this other person, right? Because when I get like this hard energy, like a hard energy, I don't really get that as being you. I think I get that as being the other person. So I feel like you react in a way that's like where you're quiet, right? Because it's a hard situation, and I feel like it's hard because this person. So it's like the hardness is like maybe being exuded from like the other person, and that's why you don't feel comfortable to speak. Like you're scared to speak because of like the energy of this other person. And I think that it's like this person might be acting very hard. So it's like she says like the answer to that is like to be soft, right? It's not to like combat it like hard with hard, it's to be soft. So it's like if this person doesn't want to speak, then it's like up to you to speak. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like not copying this person's energy, but being yourself and meeting it with what it needs. So if this person's being quiet, then it's like up to you to speak. If this person if they're being hard, then you have to be soft. Do you know what I'm saying? And like that's kind of the message here. It's like in order to be the goddess of devotion, like the what you need to do is to devote this to yourself. Like be devoted to yourself, like as if you like you're so devoted to this other person that I feel like you're not speaking. But it's like, no, the devotion that you need to have is like for yourself, for what your soul wants, for what you need, not what this other person needs, what you need. And like if they're the ones that are fearful, if they're the ones that's stressed out and they're like transmuting that to you, it's like it's up to you to like either take or to like transmute it into something like communication. Do you know what I'm saying? And like happiness, like meet whatever their energy they're giving you back with like the opposite. That's what I would say. Don't meet it back with the same. I feel like if you met it back with the same, it's like your ego. So it's kind of like the way you answer is ego versus soul. So yeah, Libra, I love you guys. I hope this resonates, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.